Hello, 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 everybody and everyone, and welcome to this live reading stream, holiday giveaway stream. I would like to thank each and every one of you who are here. If you are not already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I post new content and go live. This stream is meant to give everyone a little bit of hope and something to look forward to. If you would like a reading, please donate to the Cash App or the PayPal at the bottom of your screen there. All donations made this evening and received will be given to a family who has fell on hard times, very well deserving, and I want to do something to help them out and spread some cheer. Okay. If you just want to donate to the channel, whenever you donate, indicate that in the memo that is just for the channel or for the reading. If not, if it says nothing, it's going to go into the pot and everything in the pot will be sent to the family. Just real quick, a couple of housekeeping um, announcements before we get started. I want to give people time to get in and set up. Next week, I will be doing the Tarot After Dark on Wednesday instead of Friday. So that is going to be Wednesday, the 21st, probably at 9 my time, either 8 or 9. Haven't really decided yet, but I will post it in the community tab. And of course on my Discord and other socials. What else do I have going on? Oh, another announcement. No amount is too small, but know that the person who has the highest donation will receive a free service from me. And once I have received all of that, I will get in touch with that person and you will have a choice of a free coaching session with me or free working. And we will discuss what your needs are at that time. What else do I have? Next week will be the last Tarot After Dark of 2022. We will resume after the new year, and we'll also resume with our weekly interviews. Okay, Wednesday nights I usually reserve for reading streams and interviews. So if you out there watching, or if you know anyone who is a business owner who would like to get their message out there, please message me. The link to my website is in the description box below. You can message me there. All right, so the floor is open. Anyone donating to the cause or for a reading? Let me know. How is everyone doing out there? Hello, Denise. Hello, Danielle. Miss Cancer. Welcome, ladies. Appreciate you being here, as always. Those of you watching over on Facebook, same situation. Cash App and PayPal at the bottom of the page. And those of my Scorpios over on the Lex the Scorpion channel, same thing. Okay. All proceeds, unless otherwise stated, will be added to the pot, and what we receive tonight will be donated to that deserving family. Not to tell their business, but they need it. And no donation is too small. But again, those of you popping in, no donation is too small, but the person who donates the most, who has the highest donation, will receive a free coaching session or working from me. All right. To donate, hit that Cash App up or the PayPal. Let me know. I got keeping my eyes on everything here. Hey, Seek Wisdom. Welcome, darling. Got my eyes open. And as soon as you send that donation over, if you would, guys, put your question in the chat. Send your donation and then question in the chat. Hope everyone is having a great day. This wonderful hump day evening. Hump day. As I was saying before, those of you just coming in, there will be no, hey Monique, there will be no Tarot After Dark this Friday. I'm sorry, it will be this Friday. Next Friday, Instead of next Friday, the 23rd, we'll be having Tarot After Dark on Wednesday, the 21st. Get my numbers mixed up, guys. Forgive me. All right, Miss Cancer, General, Denise, General. Just making a list here. And as y'all know, those of you who've had readings for me, you know that I have several decks of cards here in front of me. Whatever I'm led to pull, that's what I'm going to pull, because that is where your message will be coming from. Okay. Okay. Got y'all. All right, we have Miss Cancer up first, and then Denise is next. Thank you, everyone at home. Thank you for your likes. Share this stream with someone you feel could use some encouragement. Sade, where are we going to start with you, my friend? We're going to start here. Next Wednesday, guys, will be the last Tarot After Dark of 2022. We will pick up and resume regular scheduled day and time after the first of the year. All donations tonight will be forwarded over to a well-deserving family unless otherwise specified. If you just want to donate to the channel or to me, just put that in the memo. Otherwise, it'll just get put in the pot. And if you're donating for a reading, donate first and then put your question in the chat below. Miss Cancer, your archangel message for this evening says counselor. All right. And it reads, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. That is clarified by overcoming difficulties. All right. This is Archangel Jeremiel, and it says the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Okay. And it's I'm laughing on the inside because we actually had this this conversation, Miss Cancer, about you trusting yourself more and putting yourself out there more and not being afraid and holding yourself back. And that, my friend, is the difficulty that I feel you are breaking through. And congratulations to, yeah, I'm laughing too. That is hilarious. Just one moment, guys. I have a surprise for y'all. And look at what we got here, y'all.
I made it.
Look at there. What's up, bro?
Lord, I can't call it. What is going on? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Lord have mercy. Then one, one of them.
One of them.
One of them.
One
One
of
of them
them.
there. One of them there.
Understand.
Look,
Y'all,
my
we have
doggone chickens got loose. That's all right.
well,
They back.
they back.
They
Okay.
back now. They
I
back
was
now.
about to say, because you know the predators, they out at night.
You know what? Let me tell you. And I'm having all kinds of difficulties. Hold on. Testing. 1, 2. All right. Okay. I better not touch this thing.
Okay. I got you. It's sensitive.
It's
a little temperamental. That's all.
Yeah, I think my microphone is like a Pisces or something.
Well, you know what? Being that its owner is that.
What was it DP used to do?
Y'all, we have the broken prophet here. He is lending a helping hand. hit him up a couple of days ago, let him know what was happening, said, "Hey bro, would you like to do the stream with me?" He said, "Of course."
I said,
And
absolutely.
he is offering works to go with your questions, you guys. So before you had just popped in, Prophet, we have Miss Cancer, better known as Miss Sade,
Hey
who
now.
she I did an oracle reading for her,
Mm-hmm.
and the first card that came out for her was Counselor. And it
Okay.
says that many people benefit from her advice and her guidance and reassurance. And we also have overcoming difficulties because she has struggled with confidence and putting herself out there and not second guessing herself and trusting her own intuition in her works.
You know what? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And oddly enough, I let me turn this game down a little bit. Let's see here. All right, can you still hear me?
Hmm.
Okay. So I spoke to someone with the same kind of dynamic that she has. And a lot of it comes from I won't say flip-floppy energy, but being pulled in two directions at once because she has this fire side and she has this
Hmm.
water side. And she never can be be the right one at the right time. Never. When it's time to like go with the flow, she want to burn everything to the ground.
Mm.
When it's time to set everything on fire, she want to be Miss Cool. The key for Miss Cancer two times is to
Two times.
two
Two
times,
times.
two times is to balance that energy out. So what I would do if I were you, right? I would take, I was rushing, so I didn't even bring my props. But what I would do is take a bowl, and it just a regular bowl, like a cereal bowl. Fill it with rainwater, and then get you. I don't even have a candle, but get you a glass encased candle.
I think I got one over here. Hold on.
Hmm.
I'm listening as you talking, hey.
And burn that next to your bed an hour a night. Yep, one of them. An hour a night until it's burned all the way down, and then dispose of it at a crossroads. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna merge your two energies so that you actually know when to do what. Because that's part of her problem. She's like, you ever get into an argument and about an hour later you like, dang it, I should have said that. Dang, that would have burnt them up good.
Don't you
That's
hate
how
that?
she does. And it's like through, I won't say through life, but that happens to her quite frequently because she's in the wrong state a lot. So what that working will do is it'll have both of her energies at the same place at the same time, and it'll merge them. So it's like the best of both worlds, kind of like a spiritual MMA sort of thing, where she's taking the good parts of this, the good parts of that, putting them together, and it'll actually be beneficial instead of working against her best interests a lot. Booyah.
Bam.
Hmm.
Blow it up. All right.
And y'all have
Miss
to
Cat.
excuse my coughing. I look, they burn a lot. I'm down here in the country now,
They burning
and
trash.
all the time,
I know it.
trash, leaves,
Hmm.
limbs. I almost said the wrong thing, but
Yep, just a burning pile. Just put
right.
it on the burn pile. What you want me to do with this? Throw it on the burn pile.
Okay, I did not know about the burn pile. I did not know about the burn barrels. I did not know about these things, but now I'm learning. And so it's always something smoky. Then plus, it's a different kind of pollen down here. Is there somebody in the queue?
Oh,
Is there somebody in the queue before I tell this story?
uh-uh.
Okay, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm in South Georgia. Um, the wildlife down here, I was not ready for. And I've been working roots for a while, and in Palo, we deal with some animals. We
Right.
do chickens,
Right.
goats, sheep, whatever. I once saw a Palero down in Miami walking a bull down the street to his garage. True story. Yeah, he had him on a rope. Sure did.
Like a puppy.
Yeah, but the let me tell you, Lex, I'm used to woodpeckers being about like this, the
Right.
size of a parakeet. Down here, them some bitches cast a shadow when they fly over you.
Uh-uh.
And I was like, what is that? And everybody around here was like, that's a woodpecker. I'm like, there ain't no woodpecker. Not this big.
Mm-mm.
And there's a tree near my yard that I thought people were shooting at. Had holes in it like that. No, it was the woodpecker.
Wow.
You ever heard of a fox squirrel?
Yes.
No, I had never heard of a fox squirrel. That thing walked across the street. I swear he was up on two legs. He was huge. He was huge.
Oh
And
my God.
then the
Yo.
mosquitoes, you can hear them coming.
You know what? I killed one on my door a couple of days ago. Me and Aiden were coming in, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And we had like bags in our hands, so I had to like kick it and like squish it with my foot so it wouldn't come in with us. I'm like, man, can't come
Mhm.
up in here.
Look, there was a mosquito this big, and
Wow,
it didn't register. I was like, you know what? It looks like a mosquito, but that
it's
ain't no
just
mosquito.
huge.
It can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be. Until I hit the sun gun. I mean, it was like somebody played paint like it was paintball on the wall, just splat. And I was like, man, you know what? No wonder I've been sleeping so much because they draining me dry.
All the smoke. Mosquitoes are draining you, and the smoke is putting you to sleep.
I'm convinced, I'm proud of being Southern, pure
Yeah.
born son of the South. But let me tell you, I was not
Oh,
ready. And
yo,
and I found a roadkill alligator. I said, you know what? I called my mama. I was like, Mom, guess what?
ain't nobody got time for that.
Mm, nope,
Mm-mm.
nope. But hey,
Y'all.
y'all, this is for a good cause. Y'all better run them
This is
donations.
for random donations. Those of you just coming in, please send your donations to the Cash App or the PayPal at the bottom of the screen. If you just want to give a love offering to me or Prophet, indicate that in the memo. Otherwise, it will be thrown in the pot and then given to a well-deserving family. We have two more readings in the queue. We have Denise and then we have Danielle after
Yeah,
Denise,
I'm
and
donating
they
all my
both
love offerings to the cause.
asked for um asked for general reading, so I will handle that, and whatever we get, Prophet will add his additions, his 2 cents, if you will.
Hmm.
Hey
And if y'all
Rochelle
wondering
over
why I
on
don't have my hat on,
Facebook.
it's because I couldn't fit it with the.
Couldn't fit it with the
Yeah,
headsets.
absolutely.
All right, y'all. Miss Denise, what we got for you, love? Mm-mm.
Why you sound like somebody's memeologist?
Mm. Get my cards.
How you kick in the meme mode just then?
Get my cards. And they was like, hand me my cards, baby. Hand me my cards.
Look, Jillian
All
said
right.
I'm done. I was done too with that Skeeter.
Listen, you was gonna be if it got a hold of you.
Hmm. And have you heard of Skeeter Hawks? Dragonflies. But
Hey
down here
Tina,
they call
yes.
them
So
Skeeter
I'm
Hawks.
I'm doing tarot and oracle readings. If you send a donation, put your question if you have one in the comments. If you don't have anything in particular, the other ladies they didn't have any specific questions. They just asked for general, and whatever message comes up for you is what I will relate. You do not have to get a reading. If you're just donating to the cause, just send that donation over. If you're donating to either Prophet or I, just put that in the memo. Otherwise, it'll go into the pot. All right.
I'm donating everything to the pot. Needy family.
All right. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Miss Denise. Let me look at one thing here. Make sure I'm pronouncing this shit right, because I pulled my goddess, my goddess power. Got to look at the phonetics on this thing here. All
Well,
right. Yep, that is that. Celtic goddess. All right. Miss Denise, your main message is number 3. This is goddess Arianthrod. She is the goddess of time, Celtic goddess. This has a number 3, which represents growth, abundance, increase, blessings on blessings on blessings. All right. That is clarified with goddess Gula. She is the goddess of healing, number 19 here. All right. With the goddess of time, um, it feels like, for what I'm getting off of this, is that you may feel like you were stuck in time, like you are frozen. As you can see, her, she kind of looks like Elsa from Frozen with the white hair and the blue and the little icy dress. You may
I
feel
like that.
disappointed. You may feel that things are frozen, but I feel like what's happening right now is your recovery, because this is paired with the healing. So you may have been set back a little bit, but right now it's more of a recovery time. Do not fret much longer, because in a couple of weeks, I see you're going to be bounced back and back to where you're more comfortable. All right.
My turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay. What I got? Yes. This and who is this for? Denise.
Denise.
Okay. I don't get that. Like the stagnation is from inaction because she's not lazy. It's more
No, it's
from
not that. It's like she's trying, but she feels like she's not progressing in all her efforts,
right.
is what I got.
And
Hmm.
it's I won't say a lack of focus, but it feels like she's off just a little bit from what it is she needs to be putting all of her energy to. And one thing that I would do for that is get some Solomon seal root because I
Hmm.
love Solomon seal root, right? But one thing about Solomon seal root is that it will often keep your hands and your feet too busy
Hmm.
because Denise is a person who gets a lot of ideas, and that's part of the thing. Because if you have a bunch of ideas, and this is why I tell people who ask me about a road opening ritual, some people
Hmm.
have too many open roads, and that is just
Ooh,
as big of, if not a worse
problem.
problem than having no
Hmm.
roads open at all. Because then
Hmm.
you like, well, which way do I go?
Which way?
And and what happens is you try to do all of them. And so when you use Solomon Seal as a wash, it'll have you trying to walk all your roads at once. What I would do for Denise is like burn it on top of charcoal as incense
Okay.
and open up the windows of your home and just walk around with it and see which one it blows out of like the easiest, like which window it flows out of. And then you stand there and you meditate. Well, let me back up. Take all your ideas, put them on a sheet of paper, put one idea on each window or two ideas. Sometimes it's good just to narrow it down. Put two ideas on each window, and as you walk around with the Solomon seal root, it'll choose for you. That's the beauty of this working. It will choose for you. Whichever window it blows out the easiest or the
Hmm.
quickest, take those ideas because that's where you're supposed to be focused.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Trying to see did I miss anyone. Um,
You know what? I like this format.
What's that? The reading and the working.
And yeah, I like this one. It keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, it works.
Because a lot of times when you're a spiritual worker, as with anything, right? People have a set trick bag where it's like, you know what, this, and this. My
Uh-huh.
start and rotation have always worked for me. And so it's like you forget the workings that you've gotten, if that makes sense.
Right.
So when you get, keep me on your toes, you're like, yes, that's what she needs to do.
All right. I have Danielle next, and then I have Bianca. Bianca, if you will, my love, put your question in the chat. Monique, if you are still here, I received what I believe is a donation from you on PayPal. Let me know if that's what that is. I know what one thing is, and we're working on that, but I received the second one. Is that for a donation, for a reading, or just because? Okay, B says general. All right. Miss Daniela. Hmm. Which way I'm gonna go with you?
Spicy said, I don't like no dragonflies. Me either.
Me either. Man,
Mm-mm.
listen. I walked out of this building one time and it was a swarm of them. Scariest thing I ever seen. They look like birds.
Look,
Okay, Monique, thank you.
those things are wild. They are good for protection work,
Uh-huh.
but they bad for everything else.
Just
Bad for
smack you all
everything else.
upside the head, don't it?
Yeah, and then you know they say everything is bigger in Texas. They ain't came to South Georgia yet. I mean, just mosquitoes, flies, everything down here is huge. I mean, it's huge. And the dragonflies, if they hit you in the head, they're gonna find you
It's
out in the
gonna
yard.
hurt.
They're gonna
It's
find
gonna
you out in the
hurt.
yard. You're gonna be
This
somewhere laid low.
man, listen. Miss Cancer says, don't see too many dragonflies in Virginia. They are in Florida. And apparently, well, I know they're in Georgia. We have them in
Hmm.
Alabama too.
And the thing is, I'm in a section that, we have like a lot of farmland, but also a lot of swamp.
Hmm.
So you never know what you're gonna run into down here. I went fishing while you shuffling. I went fishing because I love to fish.
Of
And
course.
somebody was like, "Oh, oh." The person I was fishing with was like pulling, and I was like, "Oh, you got a good one." And I swear, right hand to the Most High, I saw tentacles come up out the water, and I looked, and they looked at me, and they turned and said, "You saw that too, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that." I, I ain't never heard of no freshwater swamp octopus, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-mm. That's
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't trust that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
That sounds like something that has been mutated a few times.
I would not be surprised.
Y'all have any nuclear plants around it?
No, but there are some factories
Uh-huh.
around here. There's some factories around here, and I was like, you know what? I gotta work roots around here because otherwise, something gonna eat me. Something gonna eat me.
Listen, we were just talking about earlier today, about how every year we have a problem with the red algae. They call it red tide, and it's an overpopulation of the algae. It kills the fish, and the dead ones wash up on the shore. And
Hmm.
it's a disgusting sight, and it's bad for your respiratory system to inhale the algae. So, um, didn't know there was a fertilizer plant south of us, like about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm like, well, that's what's messing everything up.
See, we need to stop messing around with nature. Just let Mother Nature do her thing. Because every
Hmm.
time we mess around with it, we muck it up some kind of way. And now we like, mm, now everybody, first back in the day, people would die at like 40.
Hmm.
Now we live in
Thanks,
the
Empress.
70.
Good night, girl.
I think in about 10 more years, we're gonna be back down to like 12. It's just you check in and check out. That's it.
It is a mess.
You know, so
All
everybody got
right.
asthma now.
It seemed like that, don't
Everybody got asthma
it?
now.
People who ain't never had asthma. Oh, you got
Yep.
asthma? Since
They needed
when?
that help.
Since when?
Take care,
Right.
Empress. Thanks for stopping by.
Mhm. All right, guys. Before we get to Danielle's reading, I have the cards pulled just to reiterate. The Cash App and the PayPal at the bottom of the screen is for donations. If you would like to donate to the cause, just in general, put that in the memo. Just say for the cause. If you would like to send a love offering to myself or the Broken Prophet, put that in the memo. If nothing is there, it's gonna all go into the pot. Those of you who would like to get a reading, donate to the Cash App or the PayPal, and then post your question in the chat below. Okay. All right.
Spicy said, don't do tentacles. I'm like,
Listen,
I understand. I
I,
didn't
I
either.
understand too. I understand too. All right. Just received donation from um Deandra. Okay. If you would like to ask a question, please put that below. All right. And for Miss Danielle, we have builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment that is clarified with time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. That's paired with judgment, which basically means the same thing, that a decision needs to be made and sooner rather than later. And I have a year from now. Okay. So, Danielle, whatever you are working on, whether it is business or personal, not to get too much in detail, I kind of have an idea what it is. Um, you will be where you should be a year from now, is what it is saying. Um, I also have reconsider card. Like when I was shuffling, it kind of popped up in my face. I don't know if y'all caught that, but that popped out. Don't take don't take the road that's most familiar just because it's comfortable. All right. It's going to be very tempting to lean one way rather than the other because it seems easier than the other, but that's not where your heart lies. Okay. So stay true to you and you'll be reaping the rewards in full about a year from now. Broken prophet. Prophets.
I don't know who you reminded me of just then when you said that.
Broken
I know.
prophets.
You know what? I have an intro song that I got done on Fiverr, and that is like the way the person was singing it. It sounded just like that. Just like that. I like it though.
Prophet.
A lot. Yeah. I mean, it was. Hey, the song came out good. I'm gonna play it.
Oh man.
I'm gonna play it.
Yes.
But you
Oh
know,
my
for her, I got kind of an improvised road opening because it's not like the roads aren't open. They're gonna do the opposite of the other work, and they're gonna actually unlock her feet
Okay.
and
Okay.
get her feet moving because I think there's a lot of second guessing and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and the need to like just step out on faith. Of course, and when we do that, it's like a double-edged sword because we're like, I'm just gonna step out on faith, and then it's like, but what if I fall? So, and that's the opposite of faith, right? You need to
Right.
take you some mustard seeds.
Ooh, faith.
Take you some mustard seeds. All you need is one. But I want you to
Hallelujah.
get, hey, hello, should have brought a Honda. But take you some mustard seeds, and you can get a few of them. They so small. Just pinch off some. Mix them with some cinnamon and some red pepper. And what I want you to do, I want you to take a little slip of paper. It can be a post-it note. I know traditionally we use brown paper bag, but you can use a little post-it note. See, these are the props I do have. And write your fears down. the things that are stopping you from moving forward, the things that are stopping you from taking that step. Because I feel like you've had ideas on what you need to be doing for a minute. It's just that next step, which is to do it. So you write your fears down, and then you sprinkle the mixture in there. Fold it up. It doesn't matter which direction. I know nowadays everyone's like, "Oh, you fold it away. You fold it away." Just fold it up so the stuff don't fall out. Take it to a crossroad. Bury it. Step on it 3 times with your left foot. Walk away from it. You are leaving your fears there. But don't be surprised if the next day you're like, I gotta get this going. I gotta get this moving. Your fears are what have got your feet cemented, got them locked. You're gonna unlock your feet by leaving your fears at the crossroads, and you're gonna start moving forward. I see it. Because then you have a card that said maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
Next
A
year
year
is
from
only
now.
a few weeks away.
Yeah. Well, it actually said a year from now, so not
Oh, well,
necessarily
I'm thinking maybe
technically
next
next
year.
year, like
I'm feeling
a
it.
actual. But hey, it'd be one of those situations when I left my place in corporate America. I said, Lord, give me 12 months. I was gone in 11. So
And you still hit the deadline.
yeah,
You still hit that.
absolutely.
Like, shoot, give me 12
Absolutely.
months. I'll take 11.
Yep. Peace
I'll
out.
take it.
Oh, y'all want to act up? I was gonna give y'all another month. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. All right. So Master Thriller. I believe that is Donald. And we have Tina. Put your question in the chat for me, Tina.
Glad you enjoyed that oil, Master Thriller, that he got at
You got that good old oil.
www.thebrokenOnes.org.
We go. Yeah. Oh, Danielle says mustard seed, cinnamon, and what was the third one?
Red pepper.
Red pepper. Flakes
Mm-hmm.
or crushed?
It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Um, I tell folks to, work with what you have. So if all you have is like the little packet that comes with the pizza, use that. If you
It
have
works.
if you have crushed or powdered, use that.
Mhm. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. We have Miss B up next, Busy B. And I believe she said general as well. Let me scroll up. All my people over on Facebook that been popping in for the last couple of weeks, you be wanting readings. This you ain't gonna get a reading like this.
Listen, this is a charity
So
stream
you
to
you
help
go
out
to you go
a
to my
family in
website.
need.
It's gonna be what it is. My price is my price, so you better get in. Get yourself in.
She said what she said.
Get down on this knowledge.
And y'all, I see y'all. I'm sorry if I do not greet everybody that comes in. I've been pounding these energy drinks all day long.
That ain't good for you. You know that, right?
And look, I'm like, oh Lord, if I start talking, it's gonna be like 3 hours from now. Hey, energy drinks is all. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
All right, busy bee.
And I
What
know
you
they're
got
not good
going
for.
on?
Have you ever poured an energy drink into a glass? It does not look appealing
No, it
at
don't.
all. And
It
check this
don't.
out. It's in the bright orange can. It says Ultra Sunrise, but when you turn it around, vitamin C, 0. Ain't none in there. But it tastes really orangey.
It's a trap. It's
I
a
think that
trick.
I think they putting crack in there, to be honest.
I mean, what was the one? And I'm not sure if it is a specific brand with the horny goat weed. Was that I believe that's back when crunk juice was a thing.
You know what?
If I'm not mistaken,
In the
and they
Atlanta
had
area,
the
they even
horny goat
had,
weed.
Lord, wait, wasn't that, I think that was about 10, 12 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. How old is Aiden?
13.
See, just
Mm-hmm.
putting horny goat weed and stuff back then. You walked right into that. You walked right into that.
Listen, I got a story about crunk juice. Let me put this on here real quick before I forget. Shit, you just threw me. I made me lose my place.
You walked right into that.
I did. Okay, so back in college, y'all. Quick story. I went to college in Louisiana, and first time I've ever seen a drive-through liquor store. And next,
Look,
they
look,
also
even my
had
coaster was shocked.
they also had drive-through daiquiri shops. Like you want to get a slushy, you pull up to the window just like you ordering you a little slushy at Sonic. You tell them what you want, what size. You pull up, they put it in the styrofoam cup for you. But you're not supposed to put the straw through it because that's considered drinking and
Drinking
driving.
and driving.
All right. So next to the daiquiri shop was a store called Divine. It was the liquor store, but they also had the drive-through window and they sold daiquiris as well. So me, what's your strongest daiquiri? Oh, we got crunk juice. Really? Do tell.
You don't
And then
say.
later, as I discovered the actual can, it had horny goat weed in it. But yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
See, you can't, you got to keep your wits about you in Louisiana because everyone knows New Orleans is like my favorite town in the world. And the first time I went, it blew my mind. People just walking around with liquor. Because here in Georgia, that'll get you locked up. You can't just walk around with liquor around here. But they had this thing called a hand grenade. And it was in this tall
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Do
you
I have
know.
my hand grenade?
It
Aiden,
was
matter of fact,
fruity.
Aiden,
And I was like, hmm.
go in this closet over here, get mommy's hand grenade out the cabinet.
I'm like, this thing was tasty. I'm like,
Why I
it's
still got
tasty.
mine.
I walked around, and that's it. And that's another thing about New Orleans. You walk a lot. And so you sweat. So you just always drinking. You gotta hydrate. Gotta hydrate. Man, I went to an ATM trying to get some money out. Somehow done flipped the ATM to Chinese. And how about the hand grenade had me so discombobulated, I flipped it to Chinese, but I was still hitting the thing like it makes sense. It makes sense. So y'all stay away
From my
from
from
hand
my
grenades.
latest visit, I kept my souvenir.
That's it.
And there's
Right
actually
there.
a little
There's a little grenade in
little
there.
mini grenade.
Mhm. Look,
Yeah.
by the time I got down to the little grenade, I swear that I was like, "Hey, it's a grenade in here," and it looked up at me and it was like, "Buy nothing." It said, "Buy nothing," and I did
A none.
buy nothing.
And a none.
Sure
All right.
did.
Those of y'all asking about donations, no donation is too small, but the person who donates the most will receive a free coaching session or working for me. I will get with you after all of the donations come in to get with who that person is based on their need. That's what you get. All right. Ooh, they have 151 in them. Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Mhm.
That explains so much.
Mhm. I used to work with a dude who would drink. No, not 151. This dude would drink Golden Grain straight.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still alive, but I doubt it. Oh, that's, I shouldn't laugh at that. That was bad.
All right, let's get Miss Busy Bees reading out there, and then we're gonna move on to Donald and then Tina. All right, Miss Busy Bee from our. I started with Where's my dang? Oh, I didn't bring my box over here. My wisdom of the house of night oracle. We actually have obedience. Okay. This is a number 48. 4 is a number of stability, where 8 is a number of dreams and goals, aspirations. All right. That is clarified with the hermit, the page of wands, and the page of cups. This is, it looks like a work situation, but not necessarily, but it's definitely giving me energy where you probably need to take a step back a little bit from something, because if you say something right now, you may stop your blessing. Okay. I see a lot of things working around you and things that has been pissing you off a little bit, but it's telling you to go into hermit mode. Although you may not like the rules that are in place, maybe something has changed. Maybe, someone is like targeting you at work. Just step back and just hold on just a little bit longer, because I feel that something bigger and better is going to be coming for you if you just play the game a little bit and be careful who you talk to and share your true feelings with. You got to like go outside and scream and damn all them bitches to hell outside, do that and come back in with a smile on your face. But don't do it in front of everybody. Rocket private life.
Because I don't know if you've been watching my channel. I am PG now, so I'm just clutching my spiritual pearls at the
Since
saltiness.
when? Since
Everyone,
when?
I would like to apologize for the recent salty language that prophetic
Listen, it
lips
is what it
has
is.
been using.
It is what it is.
If you have questions about anything she's just said, please consult your parents or your parish priest. All right.
Parish priest. Oh my goodness.
And this was for Busy Bee. Is Busy Bee still in here?
Busy bee, she's here.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ian. You are after Tina.
Busy Bee. Let's see. What did I get for that? Because I feel like a lot of that rang because that obedience thing,
Mm-hmm.
that is a hard one. That is a hard one because she does not Busy Bee does not like to back down. I don't know if it's he or she, but Busy Bee does
Mm-hmm.
not like to back down. And that is a blessing and a curse in the sense that, well, I mean, somebody pull up on you on the street, well, yeah, don't back down. But at work, it's like, you got to toe the line. And ironically,
No, play the game.
right, toeing the line, playing the game at work is so hard sometimes. That's why I had to start working for myself because I just couldn't
I
play well
wanna
with others.
now it's funny that you said, I just took a look at the illustration. If y'all can see, she is sitting on this like platform, and she has a scale in one hand and she has a sword in another hand. Just buy your
Hmm.
time, cut your losses and
See, I knew
yep.
it. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
See
Look here.
what I'm talking
And
about?
and here's the thing about when you get a reading, right? People will get readings and then go and do the opposite of what we say. Go and do the opposite. And the thing about Busy Bee is like the energy that's coming through is, yep, y'all right. I do
You
need to
right,
do
but
that.
I'm still gonna cut
And we'll
up.
still go, I'm clocked the freak in, like, I'm clocked in. Don't make me clock y'all out, you know. So I say that to say I know you will get this reading and still go to work ready to pop off. So why don't I give you something aggressive to work with your energy to just clear just clear the area so you don't have to you can't pop
So
off
you don't
nobody if
have
they
to pop
fired.
off.
Right.
Mm.
So here's the thing, because I know it's somebody at your job that is rubbing you the wrong way. And ironically, it's the person that's always around you, which
Mm.
is odd because people come around you and you don't like people that much. So It's always the case, but it's especially for like Busy Bee. Busy Bee like, I don't like nobody. Will y'all stop telling me y'all problems? So, one, I want you to take an egg, crack it, try to break it into two halves because you're gonna need two halves. All right. I want you to take that, clean it out, take you a petition paper with just your name, or you can put a picture of yourself in one half. Turn it down on the plate so that the egg is protecting you. That will keep some of your energy from attracting these gnats. Because I get that like people aren't really harming you, they just annoying you like gnats at a barbecue. So that'll
Mm,
help to keep people away. Because what happened a lot of times our internal light, our spiritual light, people can perceive that. And they'll
mhm.
just circle around you and they'll always
Yep.
tell you that same thing. It's just something about you. Yeah, I know. But that don't mean like go
That
on,
don't
shoot
mean
fly.
come over here.
Right. Like going away. But with the other half of the egg, I want you to write the names of the people at work that are getting on your nerves or the people just in general. You don't look, and I'm gonna leave Busy Bee alone, but like the energy that's coming through is like just one piece of
So,
paper, just one piece. But you don't ball it, don't fold it, don't ball it. Because when you crack that egg, it's gonna have jagged edges. And I want you to
mhm.
lay their paper on top of the jagged edges. Take a black candle, burn it, and drip the wax on top of it. Put it in a bag, take it to work, crush it up, and then sprinkle it around. Sprinkle it around. They'll get somewhere. They'll be gone. Poof. Bye.
Mm, look at God.
Won't he do it?
On the wheel.
Look, oh, my list would be long. You know what? Y'all need to stop. Just be be nice out here. You know, this is a
Just fake
kinder,
it.
gentler me.
Just fake it in front of the people.
Mhm. But the
Just for
thing
a little
is,
bit.
when Busy Bee smiles, it's like the smile doesn't reach up to the eyes. You know how you can tell when somebody's really tickled, they're like, but when they not, it's
That uncomfortable.
mhm.
You still here, ain't
Like,
you?
why you feel here? Like it's not really a smile. I'm just showing. I'm just baring my fangs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Busy Bee has this bad habit of what is going on up here just plays off like right here. You need to get you a better poker face. Get you a better poker face. Cause that's why they run their mouth so much. Cause they're like,
All right. Donald, we got up next, and then Tina regarding her businesses. And then we have Ian
I sniff
after
my
that.
Palo Santo. Which one of y'all in the chat has been playing around with a pendulum? Go ahead,
Mm,
speak on, speak up. Not a
not
Ouija
you
board, but somebody
with a
playing around
pendulum.
with a pendulum. You're welcome, Busy Bee.
Welcome. Who out here with the pendulum?
Somebody playing around with a pendulum. You know, when you hang something by a string and you ask it questions. I was last night. See, I knew because that's something I was like, I gotta sniff my Palo Santo. Let me tell you about that thing. You need to get you some Florida water or some rainwater and cleanse it because you done hooked on to something that you want to let go of.
Mm.
That's why you just up and woke up and got that
Uh,
those weird aches out of nowhere.
mm.
You're like, did I hurt myself? Nope, you didn't.
Child. All right, let's uh get on Thriller.
Right.
Master Thriller. Thriller in Manila. What does he need to know for the upcoming year? Wants to know what path he should be on. Need to know messages. All right.
Master Thriller.
All right. Master Thriller. We have the Nine of Fire, which is paired with the Queen of Air. Okay. Nine of Fire, generally speaking, on its own, represents having courage, standing up for your beliefs, and not giving up on what's yours and the things that you have gone after. With the Queen of Air clarifying this, there's something that you are holding on to that you should have cut away a long time ago. The Queen of Air, Queen of Swords, in the General Tarot is a very no nonsense queen. And it says clearing away all that no longer serves you, objective decision making, and seeing the humor in a situation. She's very independent, she's very realistic, and it is what it is when it comes to the Queen of Air energy. All right. So it is okay to fight for what you want. It encouraged to not give up on things that you have, but you have to know when to cut shit off because that's hindering you from other things. One more, hold on. One more thing here. I might be pulling from both of these. So I'm looking at two different oracle decks.
While you pulling out, tell Busy Bee. The thing about pendulums is, we were talking about fishing. It's like fishing. When I throw my line out and the little bobber goes, bloop, I don't know what's on the other end of that hook. It could be a minnow, it could be a largemouth bass. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Pendulums are the same way. And one thing that I try to remind people is that there are more people that have transitioned than there are alive. I mean, we constantly wading through them, and the spiritual side, excuse me, the spiritual side is dark and it's hazy. It's not like that movie Ghost where they're just invisible, like, Molly, can you hear me? No, they just
Yeah,
walk
that's
around.
what it sounds like. Spicy. She done hooked on to something, a spirit
And
that's lingering too
when you
long.
throw that pendulum out there, it's like boom, it lights up. Like highly spiritual people light up anyway, and that just adds more light. And if you think of it, if you're walking around in a perpetual haze or dimness and you see some light, no matter how distant, you're going to flock to it. And if you constantly use a pendulum, they thick as gnats around you. And what will happen is this: with all the dead and all the spirits that are around, everybody can't use the pendulum, their side of it, at the same time. So you have to think who gets to use it, the strongest or the meanest.
Mm.
And spirits are really good at telling you things that you want to know. You like tea? Oh, they'll tell you some tea. But the more you engage, the more the more you're feeding them. And the more you feed them, the stronger they get. It's like a symbiotic relationship. And yeah, just go on and turn this one loose while it's little.
Yeah. Back to Thriller, piggybacking on what I said, the confirmation that came out is meditation and opportunity. With the meditation, this is what I was saying before that you're fighting for something that should have been cut off and let go. Be quiet long enough for people and things to reveal themselves. Like the old folks say, you listen to somebody talk long enough, they're going to tell you exactly who they are and what they're after. That's where you're at right now. No more action is needed on your part. You fought as hard as you can. and now it's time to start cutting some people and some things loose. Um, and yeah, that was right with where I was going. Broken Prophet, what do you have for Mr. Thriller, Master
You know
Thriller?
what? Thriller,
Or you already done gave him what he need?
you know, the force is strong with that one. I'm not just saying that because he was harping on how my oil was just bringing in all kinds of bucks and stuff for him. I mean, that's not why. No, but no, but seriously, like the spiritual energy is like really strong. It's really strong, and a lot of times, I think I talked about in a fairly recent video. Somebody's gifts, their own gifts, can be what's like cause them the most
Mhm.
discomfort or pain
Mhm. Mhm.
because people like, I wish I could read minds. No, you don't. They
You
say
don't want to hear
ignorance
that.
is bliss. I don't want to know what
I
everybody
don't.
around me is
Mm.
thinking about me at the time. I don't. Like
Mm.
fake kick it. I don't like you know, just be nice till I go home, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is what Thriller has going on. It's a lot of messages coming through, and it's like, man, dang, I thought we was cool, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
Honestly, for that situation, the only work is time, and nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah.
The only work is time. So I tell you what, Thriller, just ask me about a working, and I'll give you one right now. Because for your situation, it's just listen to your reading and wait. So just ask me about a working. I'll give you one.
All right. While we're working on that, while he's thinking about a working, we're gonna hit up Tina regarding her businesses, prosperity and success. Ian is next. Did Ian put a question in the chat? So I do not recall.
I like that. As long as God gives me life, I got time.
All right.
That's right.
I'm
Every
with
time
it.
your
I'm with
your
it.
eyes pop open, you got another opportunity to turn everything around, no matter
Okay.
what.
All right. All right. We are on Tina or in the chat, spicy. With the chili pepper.
that
That is a chili pepper.
you
That
know
is
what?
not. That is
No,
not
I
that.
didn't. I was not. I told you. I am PG now. What I thought it looked like a bird flying that way.
Okay, it do look like a bird from a distance.
See, see,
Yeah, it kind
nasty
of do.
self.
I got contacts on so I can see. You know you about blind.
Lord, a road opening. Oh shoot, road openings. You know what? Let's keep your money blessings flowing. So
Yeah.
this is what you do. Take you some dirt from a successful business. Take you some dirt from a bank, and take you some dirt from a crossroads. Sprinkle all those around a green candle and light it, of course. And once you light the candle, pray the 23rd Psalm. When the candle gets halfway down, sprinkle some like of your own foot track in it. And it flow like water. Like water.
Water.
You know what? Something wrong with you. What is in that glass?
Pink lemonade.
Look, I got pink lemonade, and we both
Sugar
got
rush.
we have turned over a new leaf.
Good old sugar rush.
Right.
People got to get up early in the morning.
I'm not about blind. I have perfect 7/7 vision.
Oh my god! What?
Perfect.
All right, spicy. We have writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. We also have career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. All right, all right. That, my friend, is clarified with there is something better, as well as the star. Okay. For the most part, Tina, I feel that you are on the right path. Um, I feel that there's something possibly in a contract or something with this writing that needs to be finalized, or details or something you need to have someone look over just to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. Make sure it's copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Um
Do you know I still to this day have a problem with that word? Like I
copacetic.
I don't even say it. I don't even say it.
Copacetic.
I say something
Eh,
else.
But also, Tina, I'm feeling like you're a little bit like, I believe it was Denise, that has a little too much going on. I feel like you need to devote your time to one baby right now. I feel like a lot of things are kind of doing its own thing, but there's one business in particular that may be the most recent one that needs a little more of your attention so that you can get the fulfillment out of it that you're hoping for. You're going to have to put the time in it in order to get what you're looking for right now. Like, I'm not telling you to do this, but like when I left, I, was strictly just my business until it was running smooth. And then I returned back, to work part time because I don't want to do full time anymore. But now the business is running. So you don't know what your situation is, may need to take a little bit of leave, or, stay up a little later or get up a little earlier to put a little bit more time into this new baby to get it going and prospering so it can function and run smoothly like the rest. Prophet, you have anything for
For
spicy?
spicy. Yeah, for spicy, um, a work for discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
similar things going on as Denise had. And this will also help with um because you were mentioning contracts and writing and stuff, but I keep hearing text and
Mm.
communication,
Okay.
um, what to say and when. Same thing, going along what you were saying. It's just when to say what and who to say it to. And this
Mm-hmm.
working will help with that, but also who to vent to. Because I mean, it's sad. We live in a world where you can't even vent to your friends because the other person is over there like, "Oh, that's so sad. But let me save this text and never in case we ever fall out." Like the world's so
Mm.
trifling now. It's
Ain't
so
they?
trifling now. So what I want for her to do is, um, it's the wintertime, so you're not gonna be able to grab any dandelions and any dandelion root, but you can order it off of Amazon, and you're actually going to drink it. So go on Amazon, look for some dried dandelion root. They make it for tea. And I think they even have it in tea bags, make it really easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to brew some of that tea, let it sit on top of your Bible and on top of Psalm 91 for an hour before you drink it, before bed. Because your dreams do help you. I'm not saying they're prophetic, but you do get guidance in them when you do remember them. This will help you to remember them, but it will also um, help you to figure out who to trust and who you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you bottle that stuff in, you end up exploding, and the people don't even know. Like they're like, "What? Where this come from?"
Right.
And you're like, "It wasn't even meant for you." But it's just these other 20 MFs that I've been holding it for. So, and also, And I know I'm not doing readings, but somebody's telling me you need to work on that temper of yours
Mm-mm.
because your temper is like mine. It'll flare up and burn real hot like a match, and then it'll die off, and then you're like, "Hey, my bad."
I ain't have to do all that.
I ain't even had to do all that. So,
Like, man. Dang, look, you ain't have to do all
right,
that.
look, that's how I am. Like, I'm a Pisces. Look, it'll flare up, and I'm like, yeah, and your mama, and your daddy, and your cousin, and your one-eyed grandpappy, and then afterwards,
and,
I'm like, oh
and your
man,
limping dog.
and then the next day, I'm like, you hungry? You know.
You want some
So
Chick-fil-A?
right, here you go, here you go. So start wrapping your head up, in white before you go to sleep. When you do this one, and it'll help to calm that temper down. So
Whew. All right. Next up, we have IQ, who requested a general read, and if that is all, that will be the last one for the night. Unless someone else get in, make sure you get your bid in.
Spicy said, "Yep, that's me." See,
Uh-huh. Make
be
sure
done,
you
be
get your
done, be
bids
done,
in, because we're
cussed
gonna close this
everybody
thing
down
out.
to their soul, and then be like, you sure you don't want something for Christmas?
Be
You good?
like, oh, I know y'all seen the picture floating around where it was like 3 or 4 kids, one in a diaper and then a baby in a car seat, and everybody was facing the wall. And be like, dang, what, and the dog. It's like, dang, what the baby and the dog do?
He was
Everybody in
here.
trouble.
Everybody can get it. He was
You
here.
just sat there and watched them do it.
Hmm. Ain't said nothing.
Everybody get in trouble.
Everybody get in trouble.
Oh my Lord. Whew, fix it.
That's the world we live in now. It's rough
That's
out
it.
here. That's why we got to
All
stay
right.
prayed up and stay spiritual. Keep
You
ourselves
got
protected
to.
on all fronts because
You got
the,
to. Just
the
never know.
the world don't want you. The world don't want you happy because if the world sees you happy, it reminds them
Mm,
that they're sad, and nobody wants to be reminded of that. That's why people live on social media. They live somewhere else because it keeps them from having to look in their own room and be like, man, this sucks. So look, let your light shine, but stay protected at all times.
mhm. I like that. Like it a lot.
I'm telling you, shoot. I'm down here in the country. I stay protected. Every time I go outside, I got my Bethlehem with me.
You got your who?
My my Bethlehem.
I don't. I'm messing with you.
Because if I hit you
Hey.
with that Joker, you're gonna see Jesus. Oh shoot. You gonna see him.
Holy moly. Yep, that's it.
Like,
All
Lord,
right.
what I do? Thou hast tried the wrong one.
Time ran out. Ran you on your last life. Like
Right. We all gotta go.
messing up. Let
Unfortunately,
me
you
see.
picked the wrong time.
Anything else before I get to talking? Nope, we're good. All right. IQ for you, I have the 10 of earth, the 10 of fire, and I have trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Okay. With the 10 of fire, this all tens represents completions that leads to new beginnings and new paths and doors that are being opened. With the 10 of fire, however, this can represent that your life may be a little bit out of balance. You may need to work on um, taking some you time. Your work life balance may be out of balance or there's no balance. Um, Also learning how to delegate and accept help from others. when they offer. Don't be, too proud to say, yeah, you know what, let me, hand that off to someone else. Okay. With the 10 of earth though, this is the best card you could possibly get when it comes to a career or financial reading, because this is ultimate financial stability. I feel that a lot of things are working out in your favor right now, and you're going to continue to see that going. Just make sure that you're resting and you're taking care of yourself, and trust um that you are making the right decisions, and the people that you have around them, trust to do their jobs, because they're there for a reason, and let them do what they do. But other than that, I really don't have too many other messages for you, other than just sit down for a little bit, because if not, your body will sit you down for you. And I don't want that to happen to you, because that has happened to me before.
Mm, hmm. Truthfully speaking, that was one of the reasons that I was like, let's do the live in this format,
Hmm.
because you know readers would get burned out,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know what, I'm tired of this little muscle right here hurting all the time. And before my whole tempers be like, Prophet, that's your pineal gland, and it
Ha.
no, it's the little.
This little
You know
muscle
how
right
I
here.
love my whole tempers, but you know how they be. Everything
I
is,
love them too.
you know, you need to drink you some pyramid water and vitamin D water. You set the water in the
In the
you know how
sun. Uh-huh.
they do. But what I got for IQ is I feel like there's, you know what, there's a reason why a lot of people get gathered together in the same place in the same time, because it's like there was a wise prophet that says power comes in response to a need, not a desire. Thank you,
Mm.
Goku. But and when people need the same things and they're in the same area at the same time, then there's a reason for it, because you see there's a common theme. Everybody's getting different cards that kind of mean the same thing, and a lot of it's like, finances, or it's the people around you, and that's what I get as well. In order, for IQ to keep moving forward, yeah, there's a need to like sift through some of like unnecessary folks, and
Hmm.
also to keep unwanted opinions away about what IQ wants to do with their life, because
That's
I
right.
see there's a lot of unwanted and unneeded opinions. So what I would do is that take one of them things that one of them bowls with the hole in it that you drain spaghetti and broccoli in.
A
You
colander.
Yeah, that thing. You put it in there, and then you go and shake the water out the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Take one of those. Go to the dollar store and get you one. Right? Get you a plate. Put your picture on the plate. Turn the turn the colander over on top of it. Take you some holy water, or some rainwater that you've prayed over, or some Florida water. Draw a cross across the colander. New word. Take two white candles, burn them on either side, well, both sides, left, right, one on the left, one on the right. Burn them all the way down. Once they've burned all the way down, take the plate, put it in a closet, and keep it there. The people, the unnecessary folks, will get caught on the colander, and you'll see people just start to peel off from your life. And
Mm.
some of them, you'll be like, oh man, you leaving? Listen, when we say, Lord, if let what's for me be for me, and let what's not for me, please take it away. We can't be shocked at the stuff that goes. I mean, you can be shocked, be like, dang, but you got to just trust in the process.
Trust. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes who seems to be for you is not really for you, but the ones who are for you will make it through the holes and come on through.
That's
And
right.
so opportunities and stuff like that. So watch the stuff that peels off, and watch the stuff that falls into your lap. What's for you is gonna be for you. What's not for you is not gonna make it through.
I like it. Do you recommend stick candles for that or glass candle?
Either or. Just if you're using stick candles, please practice fire safety. I can't stress it enough. Spiritual law and physical law, they run parallel. So don't think that the spirit is just gonna protect your house because you decided to burn a stick candle on the carpet. You know, because you would think we don't have to say this, but we do, which
No,
goes
you
back to
do.
a comment Master Thriller said. He said, "What I love about all this, all the people that are watching this are not as crazy as people may perceive us to be." That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
That's true.
Spiritual folks are not crazy, but there are some crazy spiritual folks.
With your
People
folks
nowadays like to blame spirit for their
for their own
emotional
crazy.
and mental. Yeah. And I've
Mm-hmm.
had that happen a lot lately where I'm like, I'm not qualified to tell you, but if I were, you need to go sit on the couch and talk this through. And it's sad because there are some unethical readers and spiritual workers who someone will come to them who is clearly, because if you're doing a reading, you can tell when
You could
there's
tell
something
who's a little.
spiritually
Mm-hmm.
going on, and you can tell because I've told people, you're not hex, you're not cursing. Why is this going on? You're dealing with the consequences of your own actions.
Mm.
Okay, you know what has
Hallelujah.
rolled back downhill on. But with that being said, there are people who will do a reading for somebody, and they're like, ain't nothing going on with this person, but they'll still try to sell them on some work or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
no.
Right. Yeah.
So there are some people that are that, as we say
There
down
are
here,
some
that's throw it
unethical
off.
spiritualists. Yeah.
Hmm.
And trying to told you. Listen, it's funny you say about the fire safety. Just I was reading a comment about I was looking at a candle and it was a pillar candle, I believe, but it had a label on it. And it was like one of those like with the prayer or something on the front of it.
Hmm.
I did, like you said, you don't think that you would have to say things like this, but take the paper off of the pillar candle. If it's on, like if it's a glass candle like this and it's a label on it, that's one thing because it's out your candle's in the glass. But if it's just a pillar candle where it's just the wax and the labels on it, please take that off because the whole candle's gonna go up in flames and your smoke alarm's gonna be going off and you're gonna burn up your stuff. Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
if you're gonna use a stick candle, burn it on a big plate
Hmm.
so it'll collect the wax. Or I like to burn mine in a bowl.
Yeah. A
I
bowl, a
burn in a
plate.
bowl.
If you want to get fancy, I mean they do have holders for those particular candles, but have it
Mhm.
free from clutter and don't overdress your candles. Oh my God, because your herbs will catch fire also. Buckwild, welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Appreciate you. SA Graphics, welcome. Golden Seal Herb Appeal. I like that name. Like that. Welcome, y'all.
Well,
We are doing donation reading. Yes, yes, candle
see,
holder.
this thing right here, if it happens to overflow, it gets caught in there.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this one was over on my High John altar and got me some John the Conqueror root, a little
Oh,
lodestone, and
all right,
add
all
some
right.
pyrite. Got to keep the money going. And guys,
Ah,
don't just wait until you know what has hit the fan and then expect your spirits to hurry up.
keep it going.
Keep it going all the time. You should always have a money altar. You should always have some protection of. You should always have it. Always.
Oh yeah, common sense ain't common.
Mm-mm. Nope.
It is not common.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely. The new people coming in, this is a donation stream. We're getting ready to close out, but if you have any last minute questions or would like to make a donation to the cause, all proceeds collected this evening will go to a family who I know personally who needs some help this Christmas season. A lot of things going on, a couple people out of work, some health issues, you know, car stolen, a lot of things all at once. So if you feel the need to sow a seed, please send a donation over to the
Hey
Cash App or
now,
the PayPal.
hey now,
That
I
you know,
got, I got, I got to throw a flag on that. You
you
can't be
can't throw a
using
flag
my
of that. You
stuff
know,
now.
I grew up Southern Baptist. So
You can't be
I
using
grew
my
up. You know,
stuff
I
now.
grew up Southern
If
Baptist.
you feel the need to sow a
Sow
seed,
a seed. There you go. If you would like to send a love offering over to myself or Prophet, just put that in the memo of your offering. If it's just for the cause, just put for the cause. If you'd like a reading, put that, and then put your question in the chat. All right, let me see. Monique says, just an opinion, don't mean much. Love the platform here tonight. Consider this once a month or every 3 months. Okay. That, you know what? We may. Monique, that is a good idea.
it will definitely be taken into consideration. I must consult the powers that be. I'm just kidding.
Consult the
Some,
oracle.
yeah, I think nowadays people have gotten like so super spiritual that they just become weird. And I think that's why people think a lot of spiritual folks are crazy because y'all know y'all can
There
be
are some
spiritual.
that are crazy.
Yes, yes, there are.
There are some who are crazy.
Yes, there are. But y'all know y'all can be spiritual and still be cool, still be. And Lex, I don't know if you've gotten this question, but I've gotten it a couple of times here recently where people are like, how do I go about telling my family about my spiritual? How do I go? And I'm like, why?
Tell them
Why?
what?
Right. Tell them what? Keep it to
listen,
yourself.
listen, y'all.
That's your
So
business.
listen, y'all. So y'all know, those of you who've been rocking with me for a while, you know I got my YouTube, I got my website, but I also got my socials. So I shared a post from my business Facebook onto my personal page. And my stepdad, a lot of y'all know, is a AME pastor, has been for like 30 years. He didn't say anything to me. He shows or tells my mom about me promoting the tarot readings. So my mama calls. I'm like, hey, mama, what's wrong with you?
You
It's
over there
like,
devil
ma'am.
worshiping now?
No. I said it back. She said, are you okay? I said, man, what do you? Yeah, I'm thinking in my mind, somebody done died, and she's calling to see how I'm taking the news. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, ma'am. Why? Why you ask me that? Oh, you you be reading tarot cards and promoting it on Facebook. I said, yes, ma'am, I can. And yes, I do. And so I asked her if that's who told her. I said, well, I know you don't have Facebook. So is this the person that told you? Well, yes. And I said, okay. I said, well, you raised me. You already know what I can see and hear.
Right.
So if I can use that to help someone else, your gifts make room for you. So that's what I'm going to do. And so she's like, well, you sounding defensive. I'll call you back. But she spent a week and a half with me and watched me do readings. And I explained to her what I was doing and the process that I went through with it. She cool with it now, but at first she was like,
Like,
hell, you mean?
Lord, look, you was about to have a bunch of old ladies with big hats on at your house
Them the
and
ones.
in a prayer circle around you. I know that's the,
Them the
I
main.
remember a time when we knew that there was a difference between fact and fiction. We knew that Hollywood was not real. But now people don't know. Look,
They
let
don't
me
know.
tell my social media spiritual story. Because
Oh Lord.
I have been on YouTube for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have Facebook, but I did for a little bit. Back when I did my podcast, I promoted there, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
And unless no one knows what I do. No, know what I do. I'm just out and about. I don't walk around and
Right.
look. Here's my hoodoo charm. You know, I've got 50 million Alekes on, looking like Mr. T of the Orisha. Like, no, I'm just me chilling. But
Hair
I
wraps
would
and waist
go
beads.
right.
My
Everybody got
bad.
waist beads now,
My bad.
even if you don't need. Never mind. But I would go into the hoodoo groups just to see what people would talk about, and it was almost always wrong
Mm.
and whatnot. But people would friend me and stuff like that. And what made me stop was I didn't really know how Facebook worked because I was old. I'm an old man, and people would from the groups would post stuff to me, and it'd be like a post from Eagle Crow Storm Feather, or you know what I mean. Hoodoo Man Blackjack and something crazy like that. And my friends, like my IRL friends, like, man, who the hell is that? I'm like, man, I don't know. Because everybody in a doggone hoodoo group on Facebook is always the one. It's always the same people in every group. Every time one gets created, they want to go over there and see if they know something different. And it's always the
Mhm.
same people spreading the same foolishness. And they all mama this, papa that, good juju this, hood witch, hood brujo. It's always something. Everybody got to put a spin on it. And
Mhm.
when like my family member was like, who is that? What kind of name is that? We used to Junebug, Ray, Craig, Earl,
Mhm.
not
Yep.
Eagle Crow, Storm Cloud, Lightbringer. Like,
Turtle run.
so it was like, yeah, I gotta get up off here. Y'all get me clown.
Ooh, doing the most.
Right. They always doing the most.
Doing
Always
the
doing the most.
most. Listen, I
Right,
tell you
spicy them
now,
them
the
hoodoo
the
groups.
the the strongest hoodoo lady or root lady or worker in your community is probably sitting on the deacon board or the
Mm-hmm.
deaconess board with a big hat on in the amen corner. And
Right.
everybody in the neighborhood knows Miss Geraldine worked them roots. They
Yep,
don't
that's
speak
why.
on it. They don't speak on it, but they just know you got a problem. Go check her
Go
out.
on and talk to her.
Go on talk
And
to her.
that's the thing. I know the world everybody wants, like, in a world where everybody's like so free to do whatever now, we're so disconnected. So now everybody's like chasing attention. And it's okay.
Hmm.
It's okay to want attention. Shoot, see me at a party. I'm always the loudest one. You can hear me before you see me. Always. But but when it comes to spirituality, right? People are like, everybody wants to open up shop. I want to be this. I want to be that. And what
Mm.
has happened was oh, Lord have mercy. I lost track of where I was going with this. But okay, people
People
have
wanting
forgotten
attention.
that the
Yeah.
old school root workers, nobody, you had to know somebody who knew
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Marie
They
La,
didn't post it out
no,
and publicize it. You just knew.
Marie Laveau herself, the voodoo queen of New Orleans, she was a hairdresser. And there's a lot of power in anonymity. There's a lot of power in anonymity. Nobody knew. I mean, people in the circles knew who she was, but
Hmm.
all those white ladies, they didn't know. And they just sitting there because at the time, even in some places now, we were getting overlooked, sitting there doing your
Hmm.
hair and act like we not even there. Like Forrest Whitaker was talking about in the Butler movie. They
Hmm.
were in the room, but people didn't pay them any attention. So,
Hmm.
and ladies, y'all do the same thing we men do at the barbershop. Y'all talk.
Yep.
And she was just sitting there listening to everything, like
Hmm.
collecting it all. So there's power in anonymity. Y'all don't have to go out there and take that time, your time being anonymous, your time being unknown, and hone your craft.
Oh
Voodoo is
yes.
like anything else. It takes time to get good at it. And I'm one hell of a teacher, if I do say so myself. But even if I tell you step by step, it's gonna take time to get good at it.
Right.
It's gonna
Right.
take time. It's not just going through the motions, no more than I could tell you how to remove an appendix. That don't mean you can buy a scalpel and get in there too. You got to kill somebody.
Please don't. Please don't try to take your own appendix out.
Mm-mm. Or mine. Leave it where it is.
I'm good.
Yeah. I'll just let it pop where it is.
Oh my goodness.
I'm I'm above it now.
No. Listen. It's gonna be all right. Just what it say, just pray about it, baby. Just pray about it.
Yeah, because I taught somebody how to read playing cards one day,
Hmm.
and the next day he sent me an email talking about, "Hey, look, this is the design for my business cards. I'm about to let my light shine." I'm like, "Bro, we were just in class yesterday.
You just learned this.
You just learned this. Calm your tail down."
How about you practice on a few people first
Right. Going up to me,
for
Ma, so she
free.
can pop you in the head for bringing that devilment in her house.
Devilment.
Bringing that devilment in her house.
Oh my god. Listen, bro, we done came a long way
Mm,
to energy drinks and pink lemonade, ain't we?
Lord, man, yes, yes. You know
Y'all
what?
who don't, those who know. Those who don't, we used
Let
to
me tell
cut
you,
up,
we are human beings like anyone
up.
else. And the same thing we've told y'all, I had to tell myself the stuff that was not
We
serving me, I had to let it go.
had
I
to
had to
go
get rid
through.
of it.
Hmm. Had to go through. Cried a little bit. Fell on our
Hmm.
butts a little bit. That's all right.
Yeah. And
That's
look,
what being hard headed will get you.
after a while, you get tired of starting over. You want to maintain some momentum,
That's all right.
and that's for somebody out there.
But Miss Cancer and Monique, they laughing.
Hmm.
We know. We
They
know.
about to get they about to get cut. But yeah, I remember I used to be the alcohol fueled Georgia whoop-ass machine. Now I'm the hoodoo Mr. Rogers. I'm just just kind and gentle, and just trying to make the world a better place. I'm just doing the Lord's work. Just
Oh my God. The one of my mods, you put profit what's your new website so the mods can put that in the chat. Those of you who are interested in learning some more about hoodoo and root work and the history of things, Broken Prophet is an excellent teacher, and I'm glad he's getting back to the videos and teaching again.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Check him out. What's
Um,
your new website, bro?
it is. It's the same. It's www.thebrokenOnes.org.
Okay.
Or I want somebody to try this out for me. See if it's working right. www.trueconjure.com. Somebody see if that works. See if it kicks you to my store. And guys, I put some stuff on the way. I try to formulate
You said it
my
was
hoodoo shop.
trueconjure.com?
Mm-hmm. Somebody
Okay.
try that. Make sure it's working. I tried to only put things that you could use without a lot of fluff, because I think when people try to be like spiritual Walmart, you end up buying a lot of crap that you don't need and that you can't use. And then it muddies the water with
Mm-hmm.
what is real hoodoo and what isn't. The
Buckwall says it
oils,
works.
okay, cool. The oils are my own. Um, Herbs I source from a lot of places, but I make sure that they're legitimate. You're not going to get any mulch from me, which some people have sold. Some people, if it's not legitimate, I'm not going to sell it to you. Um,
That's right.
I don't sell pendulums. I
Stop
don't,
it.
I don't sell
Stop it.
pendulums or Ouija boards.
Stop it.
Now the dirts that I sell, I go and I collect those myself. That's why, like, I'm gonna stop selling them dad blasted kits because it takes me too long to put them together. Because
Understandable.
like because I went out and collected the graveyard dirt, went out and collected the crossroad dirt, went out and collected all this stuff. People got some
Ooh,
of my
child.
own goofer dust, and I was like, listen, y'all be careful with that stuff.
Mm.
Like, don't breathe it in, and use some
People
gloves.
hard headed. People hard headed.
Um, hot, yeah, hot foot powder, stuff like that. But yeah, check me out. And I'm going to put on, oh, I have a free webinar coming up on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will post it on the community section of my channel. So go check it out. Sign up. It's free. It'll be like this.
Okay,
Yep, just like this.
I like it. All right. Well, looks like we have gone through the list. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. We did a good thing today, and we're going to brighten up a very well-deserving family's day. With this, I can't wait to reach out to her tomorrow about this. And we may pick a time somewhere in the near future to do this again,
Yeah,
because this
I
was
gotta
a
check
this
with the
was a good
boss.
time. I understand.
Gotta check with the boss.
I
The
understand.
boss, hey, yeah, I don't get me in trouble. Gotta check with the boss. The boss says okay, I'm game.
I understand. Tell boss I said hello.
Hello to you.
All right. But other than that, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night because it's getting late and I gotta get up early, as I'm sure the rest of you do as well.
Me
Tarot
too.
After Dark this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. That is Eastern. Eastern. Because some of y'all like, oh, I forgot. I thought it was 10 my time. No, 10 Eastern. All right. Tarot After Dark on Friday. And oh Lord, get Pop as a guest on Tarot After Dark. He ain't ready.
You know what? I have popped into Terror After Dark. I have lurked in Terror After Dark. And I popped in, I was like, you know what? What was that song with it was like Dr. Dre and Eminem. Y'all gonna keep messing around me, turn me back to the old me. And I was like, nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Get thee behind me.
No, we do not need that there.
Y'all be cutting up. But
We
it's good though.
do.
It's fun.
We do. It's a good cutting up. Safe.
Sometimes you have to. You
I was
gotta
about to
like
say
let
safe,
loose.
clean, fun. It's not so clean, but it is all it's not clean at all.
It ain't hurt nobody.
It's
So
not
if,
hurting
if it's not
nobody.
hurt nobody, it's clean.
There is a
Appreciate you, Throw.
disclaimer. Safe, fun. Yes. So Tarot After Dark this Friday, 10 p.m. Next week's will be on Wednesday, the 21st. And then that will be the last one until after. Oh, look who just stepped in the room last minute. Look here. Miss Martine and popped in the
Hey,
thing.
Martine. There's my sister. What's going on with you?
Absolutely.
I
But
miss
all right.
Martine. Martine said, y'all got me effed up.
Blue cup.
Right. Oh
The
man,
original blue cup.
those were the days. And some of them I actually remember. I actually remember some of them.
Oh Lord.
Some of those days.
There's a lot of them.
Yes. Yes. But
But all
to
right,
everything there
guys.
is a season, and that season has passed.
It
It was fun.
has. I will go through the list. The person who donated the most, I will be reaching out to you regarding whether or not what service you would like. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. All of the proceeds gonna go to this family, and I'll see most of
Mhm.
y'all again Friday night. All right.
And
So
I'll
until
speak
then,
this time. I won't just lurk. I'll be like,
yeah, I know
stick my head up.
Prophet be lurking. That's
Mm-hmm.
what he be doing. Prophet be lurking.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if
Showed
you
it.
would stay on for 2 minutes, we're gonna get off of here. Till next time, guys. I love you. I may pop in the Discord for a couple of seconds after I get done here. Just to catch up with the mods so we can plan for something else that is coming up. All right. But everyone else, take care. Love you. Reach me directly. The link to the website is in the description below. All right. Good night, y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Good night.